What is going on, everybody? I am back with a brand new video, and today we are at Tip City. Gonna be playing all 18, no strings attached. I have my full bag, which I don't play with very often on the channel. Usually we're doing some sort of challenge, but today I thought it'd be fun to come out here, try and break down these holes, show you or tell you what's going through my head while I'm playing disc golf, and overall just see what we can shoot out here at Tip City. We have hole 1 here, par 3 at 315. Parking lot is OB. Now if I had a power forehand right now, I would go forehand hyzer, but I've been going backhand recently. You guys know the deal with the elbow. I always throw 2 off of 1. I'm gonna go leopard 3 over the parking lot, and if that doesn't work out, we're gonna switch it up and throw a straight shot. First shot of the day, no warm up. That's why we're going 2 off of 1. Little too much hyzer, but it might get a forward skip. No. Well, that's safe at least though. And since that's safe, I'm gonna do it one more time. This time, something a little bit more stable with the Athena. Try to put it flatter. All right, I'm glad we're safe on the first one. I'm just gonna try to give this a little stepper at it. Just short. Hole 2, par 3 at 440. 440 is pretty far for me. I could try to bite off as much distance as possible with my Hades, but if I miss the angle, there's a good chance of going right into the thick stuff. So I just like to go a little bit more stable. I'm not gonna reach it regardless of what I throw, so just land left. Oh, that is so low. That was a missed release. Not quite what I was looking for off the tee. I could have pushed this farther, but that's okay. We're going ward into the basket. That should do for par. Hole 3, par 3, 390. Wide open field, straight ahead. I'm gonna go with the same disc, try to put it a little right, flip it up this time. Last time we didn't flip it up, hopefully it flips up this time. Almost got it to flat, so it's gonna land a little left. Luckily, I already practiced one of these on hole 1. Gotta go just right of this tree. Keep giving myself the look. They'll fall eventually. But as we take this long walk, I want to tell you guys, if you're not subscribed and you enjoy the content here, please hit that subscribe button. We're 110 subscribers away from 6,500, which is insane. So if you're not subscribed, you enjoy the content, please, please, please hit that subscribe button. Also, if you're looking for any of the gear that I use, if you're looking for new plastic especially, hit up Disc Golf Deals USA, link down in the description. If you use code MAXS10, or if you just hit that link, you'll get 10% off at checkout. Hole 4 is a shorty, but it is a tough gap, kind of a scramble shot here. T-sign says it's 415. It's clearly not 415. I like to go Captain's Raptor here, nice and overstable. Try to hit the ground, get a big flare skip. This is one of the ones where, for me, I almost have to throw forehand. Oh, hit one of the last ones. It's a very touchy shot. All right, another straddle step putt here, if that's what you want to call it. Drop. Well, I am very consistent at hitting some part of the basket, even if it's just a little metal. We've hit metal on each one. A lot of these holes here at Tip City are so short, they're looking right at you, that it does start to feel bad when you don't pick them up. This in specific is one of those holes, 170. I like to go with a forehand putter here. One of my more consistent shots when it comes to accuracy and distance control. So I'm just looking to flip this up right at the basket. Wow, Max, we are struggling. I guess it's not always accurate, but it's usually more accurate than my backhand. I think I just didn't fully commit to that shot. This got stuck in this tree here, so that's awesome. This green slopes to the left, so if I airball this on hyzer, good chance we're gonna have a far putt, but I'm gonna go for it anyway. Pretty much the same attack here on hole 6. Forehand Warden, just more of a confident shot this time. 200 feet, so a little farther. All right. Whew. Got past that skinny tree. Got scared there for a minute. I definitely want to be right of that skinny tree, but we got lucky. I would say hole 6 here is a pretty normal hole to start my day on. If I don't get hole 5, you definitely want to get hole 6 here. Okay, hole 7, par 3, 275. The basket is behind the third pine tree on the left. Last time I was at this hole, I threw Athena. I ended up pushing it too far. So to hopefully help that, I'm gonna go Thunderbird this time. A bit more stable, help with the distance control, but still get left. Oh my goodness. The idea does not work if you don't throw the disc well. This time I'm very short. On the bright side, we got unbelievably lucky here because this creek that runs through here is out of bounds. But you can see I'm really not gonna have a putt at this basket. I'm gonna try to pitch this under. Yep. Pretty much all I can do there. Pitch it to the basket, take par, move on. Hole 8's the only par 4 on the course. 530, and the basket sits behind this middle tree up there. You land right, you're gonna have a hyzer to the basket. If you land left, you might be able to see the basket easier, and you'll have more of a forehand look at it. I'm going with that same white Zeus. This is my go-to distance driver. A lot of times you'll see me pull this out. Hopefully I can get some decent distance this time. Dude, I might as well go Hades today because I'm not getting any power on these shots. I'm gonna go with the big hyzer, see if we can still get around the tree. Just put this Athena in the bag. We're gonna try it out, see how it goes. Nice wide high, spike it in. Yeah, that should work. I would say this is our first tester putt of the round because those longer ones, I feel like there's not as much pressure. Either I'm gonna make it or I'm gonna miss it, and it was far, so I have an excuse if I miss it. These ones right here, I'm expecting to make, so it adds a little extra pressure to the putt. And after a poor drive, we're still able to get the birdie, which feels good. 2 under through 8. Okay, hole 9, 350, par 3. Pretty straight ahead, but the danger here is anything right is out of bounds. Anything far of the basket is gonna be out of bounds as well. I probably don't have to do this, but it's gonna make me feel a little bit better. I'm gonna go with a slightly more stable Zeus. The way I've been throwing my Zeuses, this isn't probably necessary, but it's gonna make me feel better about not going out of bounds. I just continue to put so much hyzer on the disc, but it does give us another chance for a highlight putt. Get over there. A little trickier than it should be, just because of this one branch. All right, guys, that's the front 9. Pretty quick front 9 there, ending 2 under par. Not bad, not the best. I think 6 or 7 is still achievable. We're gonna have to start to pick it up with the birdies though. We have hole 10, 275. The basket is way left. You just wanna throw kind of a stable shot or a hyzer shot along this tree line and let it fade left. For this, I'm gonna go with the Firebird. If that got a mean skip, it's gonna be perfect. I wanted it a little bit higher so the disc could start to work left. But if we got a skip, it'll be good. Okay, we did get a monster skip, which helped us out a lot. Wish it was a little closer, but a very makeable putt. There we go. This one feels good to pick up for me because a lot of times I come up short or I come up very straight and long. I think I figured it out with the Firebird though. I think this is the disc for this hole, at least for me. Hole 11, 240, nothing in the way. I guess you got one tree on the right side of the basket, but shouldn't really come into play. I put a couple of these James Conrad Envies in the bag, and that's what I'm gonna go with. Wow, a little short, huh? I thought that was gonna be money. With holes like this, I already set an expectation, or I already have in my mind that I'm going to birdie it. I get a little bit ahead of myself because it seems so easy, and that's when I tend to mess them up. Coming up quite a bit short here. There we go. Finally made one. Happy about that. Don't want to miss this one, obviously. Kind of feels bad when you do, and I've done it a lot. Okay, we're back to one of those short technical holes like you saw on the front 9, 155 feet. Straight tunnel. The only thing out of bounds is if you do land on this path on the right. I'm going to resort right back to my putter forehand with the Warden. Try to flip it up down the gap. Not getting it quite to flat. Wow, got ourselves in quite the trouble down here. That's the thing about these short ones too, is if you don't hit the line and you kick down here, you can take bogey pretty easily. I'm gonna try to throw a stable disc, pretty much like a tomahawk, but not really, more like a forehand flex. See if we can scramble. I have no idea if that's good or bad. Might be taking our first bogey on the shortest hole. Well, I'm just kidding, because this actually worked out very well. Hole 13 kind of hurts me to play because it's such a forehand, but it's just that distance that's a little too far for mine at the moment. 300 feet, I'm gonna go left side with something understable, probably the shift, and see if we can work it left to right. I could try to throw it straight at it. I fear that we'll kick right though, so we'll just see what we can do on the left. Oh, or we'll just go straight at it. And that may have worked out. That was a complete misfire, misrelease. We got lucky through the gap, but we still got punished for where this ended up, which is very reasonable and probably deserving. Oh, baby, just a little Annie. Hole 14, 180 feet. Don't go too far because there is water behind the basket. I know this Warden forehand hasn't been really working out for me today, but I'm going back to it because it's what I'm comfortable with. One time. Ooh, a little short. Simple as that. If only I could have done that on the other holes. Bag on putt to get us to 5. Hole 14 says it's 240. Slightly uphill. I'm gonna go with the detour. Just a nice straight shot. There is some water on this right side. Stay away from it. If you hyzer out left, you might have a putt, you might not. It's hit or miss. Oh, that's terrible. Okay. Kicks to the middle. I must have stood up a little bit more on that shot because I threw it nose up and high. Oh, I didn't put on Annie. Hole 16, par 3, 205. You guys kind of know the deal by now. If it's a short hole and we have a gap to hit, we go with that forehand putter. Oh, I turned it that time. I didn't see it kick right, so I'm not sure if it worked out. We ended up getting lucky on the left side, gives us the putt. I heard branches, so I'm wondering if it even kicked a little right. Oh, Max. That was a big one for us in our goal. Still sitting at the 5 under, 2 holes to play. It's coming down to these last couple of holes to see if we're gonna make the goal. 6 or 7 under, we're currently at 5. If we can get to 6, that'd be perfect. Hole 17, 230, ends on the left side, but if you throw a pretty straight shot through the tunnel, you should be inside of circle. I'm going with my Warden. I just put it on some weird Annie. Come on. Ooh. And that brings us to hole 18, 141 feet. Kind of a scramble shot, kind of a hole that you feel they just crammed in here, but there are lines, they're just pretty small. I like to go zone on the left. Kind of like that. Oh, it hit the last tree, man. Not quite the putt I wanted to have to get to our 6 under, but it is a wide open straddle putt. Left side again. There it is. A little bit of a disappointing ending. I had a lot of opportunities there to reach our goal. I just didn't capitalize on them. The positive of this round is we didn't take any bogeys. We shot a 5 under, not quite the goal. I wanted to reach that 6 under at least, but I was really hoping for 7. But that's okay, 5 under on the day. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I might do videos like this a little bit more often, just very chill, talking through my shots, seeing what we can score. So I hope you guys enjoy them. If you did, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and we will see you on the next one.